Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Life of Wonders. Today I'm very thrilled and I'm very excited to be sharing with you all this amazing prototype Adele. It's a toddler sculpted by Ping Lau and brought to life by Crystal from Paris Alley. I think she creates the most amazing peaches and cream, sort of like idealized toddlers in the market, and I was so grateful to be able to have her. And she's such a darling baby. I love her so much. I love her to pieces. Actually, you know how much I love Ping Lao so far because I have so many sculpts from her, and I also have many of her original dolls that are not that weren't actually on the market in a final purpose for just being reborn, but just as you know, collectible dolls. And I've been a very, I don't know if it is because, I mean, you've already seen my review of Shunmei by Marie, if it is because that was the first reborn that actually um I don't know, touched my heart for the first time, that I fell in love with Ping Lao sculpt so much. Up to the point that I've been collecting most of her sculpts, most of her creations. I love her so much. I think she's very talented. I just I just love her work so much. I don't know how to like, I like many sculptures, but she's probably my favorite, to be honest. Yeah, she really is. I mean, yeah, by far. So anyway, this is Adele, which is a 28 inches toddler. Is a very big one, very well brought to life, very realistic, such a darling little girl. That was again like brought to life by Crystal, that settled in California, and she's here enjoying her. That doll is from my private collection from Marie, and that is a cupcake full of jelly beans that I actually yeah, take one or two every every so often. um anyway, I hope she's just enjoying that time. She's wearing one of her original auction dresses from the prototype auction, that are vintage in characteristics, because Paris Ali actually characterizes, or actually encounters a lot of yeah, a lot of her, how would I say, how would I put that into words, um mm, not creativity, but inspiration, I think, in very vintage, like, kind of, I mean, she loves I mean, she does marvels, really. I mean, that's a fact. But especially with toddlers, she's amazing. You can actually contact her for custom orders, and she would be able to reproduce this little one. Although it might take a while, and you might have to be in a queue, but and this little one, and any other that you might provide with a kit, or the kit is available, the blank kit, I mean, if it's not a limited edition, or maybe you have it in blank and you've been waiting for the perfect artist to reborn it, so you can contact her for that. And she's absolutely amazing. I actually recommend her to everybody. I'm in love with this one. I also have another prototype from her that I'll be revealing and reviewing very soon, so please keep tuned, because you're gonna love her. Um, this is prototype Adele. My lighting isn't very good. Just give me 1 second, because probably I will be able to use another extra lighting that will. Sorry. No, no, I don't know. Just 1 second. Yeah. Now I have a little bit more of light. I created this sort of drop, so it makes some contrast so you can appreciate the details. I'm very, very excited to be sharing this with you because seriously, I'm in love with this sculpt from Ping Lau, and I'm in love with this work actually. And she represents a toddler of about 1 year old age, or probably one year and a half or something like that. And she has the like that kind of like, that I very much like that movement effect, that is like it isn't static. It's like the kid itself, it's moving because of the expression that has been frozen or has been kept in mind when it's sculpting the kid or something. And this one is like she's with an open mouth. She had two incipient teeth on the upper jaw, and then two more on the lower one. And then she has a tongue, she has gums, and she's moving the mouth. So the upper and lower teeth actually are not parallel, so that means that she's actually moving, and that so she's more alive. That actually brings a lot more to its to its movement, to its reality. And again, like, this isn't like replacing a baby or anything. This is just art appreciation. And I was talking about this today with someone because I have a friend, and he was like, but what was the purpose? I mean, is it like replacement? I mean, it isn't. It is just like a sculpt, right? Like for many years, or for many centuries really, if we don't go back in time for even longer than that, we just appreciate art. And if you like, children actually give you that kind of enduring sort of feeling, like happiness actually. Like, it could actually translate into antidepressant, to be honest, because children are the purest, the most pure sort of creatures that we know, um, that we're aware of. And especially when they're this happy, when they're sleeping, whatever really. I mean, it just depends on the person, and I think it triggers in every single one of us. And it's like, okay, so during the Renaissance time, there were like portraits that were ultra realistic about, I don't know, women, children, special scenes that were kind of related to everyday life situations. And this is just a very advanced way to reproduce a very hyper realistic or ultra realistic sort of child. And well, in terms of Raven, it will be brought up to life. But it's a sculpt at the end of the day, and it's artistry, it's art. So what's the meaning of all of this? I mean, I don't think it's just any other pieces of art, any other piece of art. I mean, it would just try to bring some emotion out of you, feelings, trying to, maybe it would just drag a smile out of you, or many, I don't know. But this one definitely does bring so many smiles for me, and I love her so much. I'm gonna go through the close review, and here we're going to look at her feet. They're very heavy and very well textured. Actually, it's very smooth compared to other artists. um I don't know, Crystal is very smooth. She doesn't apply a lot of varnish, so it's closer to the vinyl, but still very smooth, very nice for you that you're like touchy feely sort of like people. I think you will definitely appreciate these ones. And then um she works so much into the 3D skin tone with peaches and creams. I would say most of the time. This one is actually a little more reddish, but it's very amazing. It's really like, I don't know. I was in awe when I received her, and I'm still in awe. To be honest, it isn't quite peaches and cream. That would be more orangey in color. It's more like rosy, I would say, yeah. and very pale. And then she works on the toenails, like you see here, and you would see like these soles from here. No detail has been left behind. And then she's wearing a Paris, like she's been untouched, to be honest. She's like in pristine condition. Nothing has been changed. Because I normally, like, if I fall in love with it, I will just keep it that way. And sometimes if I feel a little bit adventurous, maybe I will attempt something like that. But that hasn't happened with this one. I love the ribbons in her hair. Like, I received all the sets of clothes, but I haven't changed her so far. Although I can do that in the future, and you, like, probably if you requested it and you kind of want me to do it very carefully, and I can definitely do that. She's wearing this amazing gown though, and she's wearing a Paris themed nappy. That's amazing. I'll show you now other Paris related things that goes with that though. And this is her right knee, and here we have the left one. And I love this sculpt. I love every Ping Lau sculpt. Like, Ping Lau, if you're watching this, I love you. No, seriously, I do. I think you're definitely such an inspiration for me. You've brought me so much joy that I have to say thank you in capital letters for just doing what you do, because what you do, it's really appreciated, and it's really loved by so many people. It actually it can touch so many hearts there that I really have to say thank you. And I really hope that you keep bringing and sculpting new babies and new toddlers and new creations. So you know that my last acquisition was the mini toddler Athena by her and brought to life by Marie, and I love her to pieces. So please keep being creative, just as you are. I will always be on your side. I will always defend. Like, I know that there's been people like copying your work that is horrible, and I'm saying this is horrible. If you're one of those people that are actually buying a copy of this Adele prototype, not prototype, but this Adele kit, you're awful, because seriously, you are damaging her feelings, you're damaging her work, you're damaging her inspiration, and at the end of the day, you're damaging it all. I mean, you're damaging the meaning of this cult. For goodness sakes, stop it there. Think about it, and just don't buy those copies. I know that this kit might be like around $170, something like that, and that you might find this copy that I have actually found with the head that is not accurate, because this is a ball jointed, and then with the Ariana by, I can't remember right now. Anyway, the limbs, and yeah, like about $60 or 70. But seriously, if you appreciate reborn artistry, you wouldn't go for that, and you would understand what I'm saying. So please don't do that, because we're damaging, we're hurting, we actually hurting the very core of it, which is the inspiration from the original cult and this culture itself, herself in this case. So that's horrible, don't you think? Just don't go for that, really. I mean, if you're aware of it, I know that some people might not be aware of that, and those are like excluded from this affirmation. But if you do, why would you do that? I mean, you're profiting people who are just copying things, so it isn't fair, it isn't right. Anyway, going on and continue with this amazing sculpt that I very much like. We're going through the right arm, and here we will find it's a full limb that is actually bone jointed, because you have a hard half torso up to here, I don't know if I'll be able to show you that. I think I will. Anyway, you will find. I mean, seriously, isn't it like super cute? This like rosy, creamy sort of like textured, um, yeah, um 3D complex skin tone. And then moving to the left, we have Mr. No, sorry, not Mr. Mrs. Mrs. Princess Happy. That this was received by Marie, one of the orders that I actually made from her. I love this one to pieces. I think it's one of a kind too, and I love her. I love it so much. It's a ballerina that's so happy, and it has a few flowers here in pale pink, or I would say, yeah, pale pink, magenta, and yellow. It's really cute, really. And this is the other hand, and it has one finger, that is the index finger, is actually bended inwards. And there we have like another touch from Crystal, that is a mini Tour Eiffel. That's the Eiffel Tower, that would represent Paris Alley. And then you can see the anterior part of the hand of this amazing toddler, and then different colors used, and then the nails. It's very nice. It's seriously very nice. Very dreamy. Very idealized. Idealized. Sorry. Um. Okay. Focus, please. Okay. And then now we're moving to her face. I mean, really, isn't she amazing? I think actually Crystal is using this one to promote, or actually, as she actually does custom or tailor-made orders, this one for like the main page of it, because seriously, this is one of the cutest, although every single one from her has been a super cute creation, but one of the cutest creations, like with this amazing very characteristic from her, actually. I think these are acrylic, but very nice, like very distinguished in color. um Let me focus. Eyes, yeah, it's focusing. Yeah, please, yeah, now. And then it has like rooted upper, rooted lower lashes, and then these very nicely uh painted with such an expression brows. And then we will move to the nose. I mean, seriously, you all. And then here we have that amazing, I hope it's focusing, that amazing mouth with the four teeth, the gums, the tongue. It takes a magnetic pacifier actually, and then she uses a very nice mohair, normally in very blonde ashy colors, although I mean the other prototype I have is in brunette color, so it is not necessarily like that. And you can actually ask her to do something that you're really into, or that you really like, or you've really dreamt of. And it's very soft. It's very soft. I don't touch it as much because it can get very messy. I mean, as it isn't human hair, it's more like delta mohair, and so it can get tangled, and I don't like that so very much, so I just keep it very naturally. Here there's her bright ear, beautiful face, and left ear, and then super nice hair that's been put into these two amazing bands that actually finished up with these pastel color pink bows by her actually. And then she has this one that actually she cannot take because but it's for decoration. She uses a lot of these sort of like vintage or vintage sort of pacifiers, as well as the touch here with the Tour, and um and then the amazing outfits, of course. and she's much loved. She's very appreciated. It's one of my family loves it very much. Or loves her very much actually. I don't know if it's just the sculpt, or it is both, like the sculpt and the artwork behind. But this is one of my favorites. One of my favorites, family's favorites, I would say. And I hope that you've liked this review, and that you like this video, and subscribe for more, because I will be sharing many more amazing reviews with you, and I'm super thrilled to do that, because I'm so happy to be sharing my personal hobby, my personal collection, all of it with you, for you to enjoy and have a little bit of a break. And this is such an amazing, like I was describing to my friend today, this is something that just triggers that in you. I mean, that kind of like maternal, paternal, enduring, loving factor. So it's all good. It's really good. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll stay tuned, and I'll see you very, very soon. Lots of hugs and best of vibes. Bye bye. Bye, Adele. Say bye. Bye bye. Bye, everyone.